In a previous video, I played an interview of the Lansing Journal publisher explaining how the shenanigans going on in the Thornton Township are not reflective of the township as a whole. I promised at the end to cover the actual brawl, and I thought I would do it within the next day or two. Then two aircraft collided, Trump got blamed for it, and I got sidetracked. So this is coming in a bit late since everyone by now has seen the brawl on video. And I mean everyone. When anthropologists stumble on a primitive tribe in Borneo and show them the power of the internet, the natives ask if that allows them to watch the Thornton Township brawl. If we're ever visited by space aliens and they ask us to show them our leader and you take them to Washington, D.C., they'll say, "No, we're not talking about the orange dude. We want to see that Tiffany bitch." So you'll now get to see the brawl for the 1,000th time, but this time with my golden commentary. Hello out there. I am trying to get through.
With cold, blunt analysis cradled in the warmth of reasoning, it's time for Johnny Walker Dread to straighten you out on a thing or two. Emanating all the way from exciting Las Vegas, Oklahoma, it's time for the Johnny Walker Dread Show.
The brawl occurred during the public comment section of the meeting. This portion of the evening is set aside for the residents to walk up to the microphone, clear their throats, and give Tiffany hell. In response, Tiffany will usually pull out a box of crayons and color in the kids menu from Marie Callender's. By the way, this here is not one of those street performers who pretends to be a statue, then scares the bejesus out of people when they walk by. No, this is the lawyer, and sitting as still as he can is a defense mechanism. It's like an armadillo rolling up in a ball. But you didn't come here to gaze at lawyer dude or listen to residents complain that Tiffany destroyed their livelihoods, did you? So no, we'll skip ahead to the juicy part.
Excuse me, my bad, got a little distracted.
Now this is Jedidiah Brown. I talked about him in the previous video. He's something of an activist.
Alright, so, man, there's so much. I didn't want to say nothing, but I really didn't like how you disrespected the newly elected trustee. But what I want to say is it's clear that you got questionable spending habits. You got a failed business venture. Your restaurant was deemed nasty. And it's proven while you talking about her education, we can't even verify yours.
Do you get why Tiffany does not look forward to Jedidiah's input? She is coloring like crazy right now.
So for women, I really, I already knew by the way you handled Fania, but for you to sit up here and disparage that woman after giving her that fake ass congratulations in the beginning because you thought she was going to get what you wanted. Here's the thing. I want to educate you. Stephanie Wiedemann is a 20-year employee, and ain't none of her business ventures ever failed. On top of that, she serves as a chief of staff, and she didn't fuck her way to the top. Efficient in budgets and don't hide her deeds. She's efficient in organization. She served as a temporary interim executive director for the Dolton Park District until she stepped aside to help her daughter become something you'll never be, which is a married woman. And her daughter moved away to Texas, and when her daughter moved away to Texas, she went to help her daughter, but I done heard about 4 or 5 people tell me how they had to take care of yours. And so now you've been a half-ass mayor. But if you wanted to get up here and earn some respect, then you should have been able to respond to Lori like your black ass for Stephanie to be the new member of Homage. So all those in favor say, all those against it, say nay. All those in favor say You gone, bitch.
Now keep in mind, Tiffany's boyfriend, Kamal Woods, is standing right behind Jedidiah. It's now going to get interesting. And away we go, as Jackie Gleason would put it. You see that blur of orange? That's Tiffany's nasty-ass wig. I'm telling you, it's a living creature. Tiffany's attached to it, and because the wig wants to fight, Tiff has no choice but to go along. That's right, everyone. The township supervisor jumped into the fray. She's as ghetto as they come. A little advice to you, Tiff. You're no match for any of those dudes brawling. If you ever want to know what life is like sucking all 5 of your food groups down a straw, you just keep getting mixed up in these fracas. And the TV's taking a beating. Legend has it that Tiffany lost her wig in the brawl. However, I have looked at every camera angle possible and I don't see it. We are told that ain't right. Yeah, good call. That's Stephanie Wiederman. Steph, let me give you some advice. Get the hell out of there. Just pack up your stuff and slink away. You think that lawyer's hanging around? Dash out of there, just like if your date had left you the tab at Ruth's Chris. The shame of all this is that there are plenty of black communities across the nation whose leaders conduct themselves properly. The city leaders are intelligent people with the hearts of the city in mind, but they don't get any screen time. Instead, we get this. I wonder if any of this has changed the security guard's career ambitions.
When you hired me, I figured I would occasionally have to remove some lady who wouldn't quit speaking after her 3 minutes were up. I didn't know I'd have to take on the entire town.
And I know that the people living in the township are embarrassed to be led by the likes of Tiffany. And no, it's not their fault. You see, Tiffany was appointed, not voted in. Who appointed her? This dude. And why? DEI. Don't believe me?
And it was you who 12 minutes before midnight said, I nominate Tiffany Henyard. Mm-hmm. And that was the first name that was actually voted for by the rest of the trustees. So then just a handful of minutes before midnight, Tiffany Henyard is sworn in as the supervisor of Thornton Township. What was your thinking in nominating her after this long process?
I mean, just as a whole, I just felt that I was hoping we could get somebody that was a little bit younger for the role. I felt it was time that we, maybe possibly, and I mean, I wasn't like honed in on that, but a woman. I just thought that would be somebody, that was a little bit younger, a woman.
Keep in mind that the township's last vote had them electing Stephanie Wiederman, a white woman who has solid credentials. And what's sad about all this? Well, think about the manner in which Tiffany and her thieving cohorts are destroying the reputation of minorities. Her shenanigans have been broadcast all over the world. The imagery is unavoidable. And that's a real shame for those people of color who are hardworking, decent folk who want to experience the American dream just like everyone else. Yes, they have to fight the stereotypes when looking for opportunities. Tiffany only makes it harder on them. And the real irony is that Tiffany considers herself Martin Luther King Jr. incarnate.
Y'all all say Martin Luther King had a dream, but guess what? I am the dream.
In my next video, I'm going to cover Tiffany's response to complaints about her action. And she actually gave an accurate, honest account. Seriously. Oh, who am I kidding? She lied like a dog. Like my video and subscribe to my channel.
It's